so excited that it's Saturday. It's live stream day. Like Anna from Frozen. It's live stream day. How are you guys doing today? We're gonna have a really good time. I am so excited because we are doing a game today, and it's all about gardening. And I love gardening. And I assume that you guys do too if you're on my live stream, because it's pretty much a gardening live stream. So, hello, hello. I'm good. How are you doing, Prince? I gotta pull up my questions and answers real quick. I would have done this before, but I had to put wood in the wood stove because it is very cold, and we got the wood stove going on. Oh, I'm so glad that you're doing good, Prince. That's so good. The we have it's like we had snow. I don't know if you can see, but we had snow. It's all melted now. Of course you can't see. Sorry. We had like an inch maybe this morning. And I don't know why it melted so much because it's only like 20 some degrees outside right now. It's crazy. Constance, how are you doing, Constance? Are you feeling okay? Told everybody to pray for you last week. How's it going? Pulling up my questions for the game. I'm so excited about the game. Thank you, Prince. I'm so glad. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you keep coming back too. I love doing live streams with you guys. It's nice once we start getting to know each other. Oh, I'm so glad you're on the mend, Constance. That's good. That is good, good, good. Okay, I got to get to the top of my questions. I thought that for the game today, we could start with like the super easy ones, and then like halfway through, maybe we'll get to like the medium ones, and then we'll go for the really bizarre and crazy ones. And you guys, the idea is I'm going to ask a question, and you got to tell me if it's a fact or fiction, or a myth or truth or whatever. So make sure you guys, if you think it's true, you can put a T in the comments. And if you think it is false, you put a F in the comments. So T is for true, F is for false. Or you could just write yes or no, I think, as well. So let's see. Where are we? Almost there. Okay, so give a couple minutes more because I know that there's some people that were really excited about this and I wanted them to get a chance to get on the live stream with us. I'm trying to adjust my tripod here. I am in my daughter's room again, drinking some coffee. Love the coffee. Got some nice cream in it. Going full carnivore, so trying to cut back on all the sugar. Do you win prizes? You win the prize of bragging rights. So it's just going to be for fun. And then you can be like, woo, I won. Hello. Give you blue? I don't know what that means. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're okay with bragging rights because that's all I've got to offer right now. So, yes. Oh, and if you guys noticed, my daughter got a new bird feeder up here. I don't know if the birds are going to be hitting it today because it was only put up yesterday. So the chances of a bird finding it so far are probably not high. I'm assuming it's going to be like a week or two before the birds catch on that there's food available. But it's cool. It's got like a little water in the middle too, which is, I'm excited about it. We have, so I don't know if you can see, but we have some bird feeders. Do you see those hanging out? Where are they? Right there. And we didn't put bird feed in them for a long time because we have a few cats that go outside, and I didn't want the cats to get the birds, and my mother-in-law was very worried about the cats getting the birds as well. So I just put food in those out there. but I'm going to move those out to the food forest. And so the food forest has a big fence all around it, so the cats don't really go in there unless I'm in there. So the birds should be safe. And if I'm in there, the birds probably aren't going to be on the feeders, I am assuming. Took about a month. Okay, so we should be waiting for a while then. But eventually, maybe on the live stream, we'll have birds coming in and eating, which will be exciting. We've got some really nice ones here, especially when you get the cardinals. Okay, so if you hear noise in the background, that's my family. My husband is vacuuming right now, which is lovely, lovely. Love that so much. Yes. Okay, so let's get the game started. So, question number 1. Do you think eggshells fix blossom rot? I'm going to wait for a little bit so you guys can think about it. Do eggshells fix blossom end rot? For like tomatoes and stuff like that. I said we're starting out easy, but it might not be that easy. You never know. You never know. This one, okay, so we got 2 trues. This one is actually false. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Glad you're here. This one is actually false. Blossom end rot is majorly caused by watering too much and then uptake and stuff like that. So, so eggshells actually have this big, everybody says use the eggshells, but apparently that is a myth, and they've done some studies and it has no bearing whatsoever on blossom end rot. So, John, hi. Hi. Rama, hi. I've got to keep this turned so that my little one is not on there. So, pretty exciting. Okay, so, I don't think anybody's got one yet. Okay, so, isn't that crazy? I heard this too. I have definitely been saving eggshells for many years, and I crushed them up and I'd put them around my tomatoes and stuff like that. But apparently, it does not help as much as anybody would think for blossom end rot. The results are negligible as far as that. It could help for other things. And so there are other questions dealing with eggshells down lower, so I'm not going to go in too much about more, Constance. It may or may not help other things. So. No, you got to stay out there, sweetie pie. Okay, so number 2. If you water your garden midday when the sun is at its highest, the water droplets magnify the sun and can burn your plants. Is this true or false? What do you think? True or false? Oh, we got one false. Wait for another answer. So the question is, does watering at midday burn the plants because the droplets magnify the sun and it turns into a burny situation? So is that how that works? Okay, so the answer, yeah, so the answer is false. The sun does not. Hey, Inda. I'm so excited. Thank you. I appreciate that, Inda. So the answer is false. Watering in the afternoon has no bearing whatsoever on whether or not it's going to hurt your plants, or if it's, no, watering in the midday doesn't hurt your plants like people have said that it does. Water your plants. That's the answer. Water your plants, whether it's morning, whether it's afternoon, whether it's evening. They have done studies on this again, that it is not going to affect your plants in any negative way if you water them in the afternoon, which actually makes sense if you think about it, because it rains in the afternoon all the time, right? And it doesn't hurt your plants when it rains, right? So, okay, number 3. If you have clay soil, you should add sand to it, and that will fix it. Is this true or false? I don't know. I think that the people have often said either water in the evening or water in the morning because you don't want that sun damage. That's what I've heard personally. I have not heard about anybody say anything about mildew as far as that. Okay, so if you have clay soil, this is the question, true or false? If you have clay soil, you should add sand to it, and sand will fix it. See what you guys think. I am 5'7". That's it. 5'7". Tall enough for people to ask me to get things, but short enough where I can't always get them. Okay, so the answer is false. Don't add sand to your clay soil because if you do, it turns into cement. So that is the worst thing that you can possibly do. So yeah, so definitely don't add sand to your clay soil. If you want to fix your clay soil, add compost. Compost will feed your soil in a way that will break up the clay and rejuvenate it. So you definitely don't put sand in it because that's literally how you make concrete. And that is the worst kind of thing to grow in, I'm sure. So, or just move. Unless you want to build a pond. If you've got clay soil, you can have a really nice pond for not that much work. Although you do have to dig through the clay then, I guess, and the clay is ridiculous. I had somebody that oh, thank you. I had somebody asking me to help them plant in their garden, and they live in a very clay soil situation. And I was literally digging at the ground with a pickaxe, and it was nuts. Like, the pickaxe is not my weapon of choice when it comes to gardening, for sure. But if you have clay soil, that's what you got to do sometimes. Okay, number 4. Fact or fiction? So, fact or fiction? Snow fertilizes the soil. Thank you. I have not worn earrings in the lives. I've actually been avoiding wearing earrings because my baby girl will grab them and yank them. But I did just get these from the magnificent Walmart. I added it to an online order. But I like them a lot. I like them. They've got flowers. It's outlines of flowers. And so this is my speed. Thank you, Inda. I appreciate that. Okay, so snow, fact or fiction, guys? Snow, I hope you guys are keeping track of your scores because I can't keep track of everybody's, I don't think. Fact or fiction, snow fertilizes the soil. My daughters are being funny. Okay. Anyway, yes or no? True, false? Let me know. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Oh gosh. Maybe I need less coffee. If I've started singing on the live stream, that needs to stop, I think. Less coffee for me. It is true. Actually, snow pulls out nitrogen from the atmosphere and lays it on the ground. So when the snow falls, then it's not a lot. It's definitely just kind of a small amount, but it's good. And if you have lots of snow, then you've got little bits of nitrogen being added to your soil all throughout the winter, which is nice. I imagine that if you lived in a really smoggy area, place with like a whole lot of pollutants in the air, that probably wouldn't be good having the snow fall in your garden. But it would still bring in nitrogen. And then if you don't get snow, then I imagine then this doesn't even, it wouldn't be on your radar at all. Okay, so this is an easy one, guys. Especially if you guys have talked to me in the past. Okay, question number 5. All bugs, it's almost silly asking it. All bugs in the garden are bad. I had to give you guys an easy one, right? False. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Yeah, definitely false. Because, yeah, butterflies are bugs too. Bees are bugs too. Praying mantises. All the good stuff. We need good ones. And especially the parasitical wasps. Those really, really thin wasps with like the stinger end, the body, and there's just like a string in between. Those are really, really good. We want that. All bugs in the house are bad. Oh, my daughters have started wanting to keep jumping spiders as pets. And they're building like a whole habitat for them. I think I'm okay with that. But anything else, I'm not okay with that. The coffee is flavored with coconut. It's very, very good. Okay, number 6. Let's see. Here we go. This is actually something that I was surprised about when I learned about this. So, gravel in the bottom of pots can make drainage worse. True or false? Hey, hello, good to see you. So is it true or false? Let me know in the comments. Put true or false. T for true, F for false. Drainage can get worse if you put gravel in the bottom of your pots. Oh no! We love you though, Inda. We love you anyway. Okay. The answer is fact. It is true. If you put gravel in the bottom of your pot or large rocks or something like that, and then you put soil on top of it, it doesn't increase the drainage. Did I say true? Wait. It makes it worse. Yeah. So the question was, does it make it worse? Yes. So it is true. The soil sits on top of the rocks, and then the soil holds the water more near where the roots are rather than letting it come out. So if you had soil all the way through, it would actually drain a lot easier. And there's science going on there, and I'm not exactly sure of all the science of it, but if you put gravel in the bottom of your pots, it makes drainage worse. Okay, so next one. Molasses can feed soil microbes. Is this true or false? Does molasses feed soil microbes? So do you want to put a little bit of molasses in your water when you're watering your in-ground garden, or if you've got garden beds and you've got a nice microbiome going on in there, do you want to put molasses in your water? Do you see I put Rainbow Dash in there just for you, Inda? Thank you, Clever. I'm so glad that you're going to sub. And thank you for saying you like my smile. I appreciate that. I enjoy smiling. Okay, so molasses. Yes. Put molasses, not a lot, but just a little bit, just enough to sweeten the water a little bit, and that will feed your soil microbes. So definitely fact for molasses. But definitely don't overdo. Tiny amounts. Don't overdo it. Woohoo! Constance, you're on a roll. Okay, so next one. The cold makes carrots / kale / turnips or beets or whatever taste sweeter. So let's say you have a garden and you've got the carrots and the beets and everything growing, and there's like a cold snap. Are your vegetables going to taste better? And this is not like tomatoes or anything like that. like one more answer, yes or no, true or false, true or false. And remember, you get bragging rights if you get enough answers right. And then this is the last of the easy questions. After this, we're going to go on to a little bit more middle ground. Could be believable, could not be believable. Feel free to debate. So yes, you're right. And if you said yes to it, then yes. Constance, you got it. So yes, cold will make your veggies, your cold weather veggies, sweeter, especially if you're using or if you're growing Brussels sprouts. That's the best kind of way to grow your Brussels sprouts, is get some frost going on them. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next one, number 9. This is the more difficult questions. We're done with all the easy ones, and we're starting to get a little bit more challenging. Coffee grounds are a pesticide you should spread everywhere. Should you spread coffee grounds around your plants and gardens because it is a pesticide and will keep the bugs off your plants? Excuse me, sorry. Pesticides. Is it a pesticide? Or at least a pest deterrent, I guess we could say. No, and to stay with us, stay. Okay, so coffee grounds are a pest deterrent and will keep the bugs away. Is that true or false? And I've got another coffee question coming up soon, which is handy because I like coffee. So, okay, so the answer to that is false. It is not a pest deterrent. Okay, so now the question is, coffee grounds, if you put them around in your soil, like make the coffee, get the grounds, dump it around like your tomato plant or something like that, is that going to feed your soil? Are coffee grounds good for the soil? I'm excited to see what you guys think on this one. I hope that didn't give it away. Inda! Okay, so there's a little caveat on this one. Coffee grounds, do not put coffee grounds in your soil, although everybody tells you to, right? Do not do it. They have an allopathic chemical in the coffee grounds, and which basically is a non-compete chemical that goes into the ground. So if you put coffee grounds on your garden beds, it will stunt the growth of all the plants that are growing around it, especially if they're small seedlings. But the caveat on this one is, if you compost the coffee grounds first, so like really put them into the compost and let them sit for a while in the compost, then it's good. Then you like it. It's good stuff. So I see a lot of people getting their coffee grounds and just dumping them onto their garden beds. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get rid of that allopathic chemical that's in there. Hi. Oh, Exo, good to see you. Hello, hello. Okay, so next one. Some seeds need darkness to grow, and some seeds need sun. So sun, both of them. So don't bury all your seeds, I guess is what we're saying. And then some seeds need to be buried really well. We're doing good. We're doing a game. We're doing a garden game. So it's a true or false. And the winner gets bragging rights. So, yes, it's true. Yes, that one was true. That should have been in the easy one, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, yes! So the next question is, if your water, that's not what I meant to say, if your soil becomes water repellent, so you're watering onto your soil and the water is not going into the soil, it's just running off, it's because it's too dry. Too dry. Yes, for a whole week. So, soil becomes water repellent when it gets too dry. I'm resisting so hard of singing the Jeopardy song. I'm not going to do it. I won't. I promise you guys. I'm not going to do that to you. But in my mind, that's what's happening. And you win again. Okay, so yes, water will run off soil if it gets too dry, because when soil gets too dry, if it's being baked in the sun, all of the good microbes and everything that makes the soil really good and nourishing and alive get killed, and they die off. And so if your soil becomes too dry, it will become water repellent. And so you're going to have to put some compost in to really fix this. Dig it in, mix it around, and then when you water, the water should soak in really well. Yeah. Inda's favorite part of this whole live stream is that Rainbow Dash is right there. So now I have to make sure that every time I'm on my live stream, Rainbow Dash is in the background. So, no, I'm not doing that. You don't see Rainbow Dash? She is right here. The blue pony. Her hair. Here, if you can see her hair. I can't hardly reach her. Okay, so this kind of comes on the heels of the molasses in the water trick, okay? Does sugar water make your plants grow faster? True or false? What do you think? Sugar water makes your plants grow faster. Getting some answers. Let's see. Okay, so I hope you guys all thought of something. If you didn't type it in the comments, what are you doing? Play the game with us. Come on. Sugar water does not make plants grow faster. So plants make sugar from the sunlight, right? So if you put sugar, now this is not molasses. Molasses has all the special minerals and things like that the microbes like, but just straight sugar will actually mess with the microbiome of your garden. And so don't put sugar in your water. Just put a little bit of molasses, and that will help. So, right? It takes weeks. It's awful. Yeah. So it's really important. Yeah. No, I don't know, Constance. I don't know what we are on. Woohoo, XO! Okay, next one. Tomato stems. You guys can totally do this one. This one's a good one. Tomato stems grow roots. So if you laid a tomato on the ground sideways, that stem would grow roots into the ground. I am not keeping track. I need you guys to keep track for me. At the end, you tell me how many you got right and how many you got wrong, or just how many you got right, then let me know. Yay! Kara, you're here. Hello. And yes, it is true. Yes, yes, yes. So tomato stems definitely grow roots, which is why it's so great to bury them really low when you are planting them so they get more and more roots that come out. And where they live, where tomatoes originated from, they grow naturally along the ground, and they put in their roots down like that. The only reason why we stake them up is so that we don't get things like slugs on them. But you can absolutely grow your tomatoes in their natural way, laying on the ground, and you'll get a lot of tomatoes that way, unless you have things like slugs, and then I'm sorry. Did you? Oh, that's cool. Ah. Hey, Dakota. Hello, hello. Good to see you. We're doing great. We're doing a true or false quiz game, and the person who gets the most right by the end of the hour gets bragging rights. So, true, you type in true for if you think that what I'm saying is true, and if you think it's false, then you write in false. And you got to keep track of your own score because I'm not doing that. So, okay. Next one. If you plant a tree, like you got a bare root tree or a tree from a pot, you got this tree, you should stake it when you plant it. Everyone is feeling so much better. Thank you so much, Kara. So much better. I've got my coffee. The kids are all playing. It was cold this morning. We got like an inch worth of snow, and the snow is all melted, which is surprising since it's only like 28 degrees outside right now. But yes, let's see. Okay, so when you plant a tree, you should stake it. Okay, I'm going to say it. This is false. Do not stake your trees. Trees are meant to gain their strength, and it sturdies up their trunks if you let them blow in the wind. So definitely don't stake your trees. They will get weaker if you don't. If they grow without having that resistance of the wind, they will actually grow weaker, and they have a higher chance of breaking later on. So, right? Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. Jeremy, at some point they want to see Rexy. Which is crazy, right? Like northern Idaho should definitely be having more snow than central Virginia. Oh, that's such a good idea. I definitely am going to do that from now on. That's awesome. They definitely want to see Rexy. Okay, so he hears me. Let's see. Planting trees. Okay, so next one, number 16. If you have, oh no, sorry. Excuse me, sorry. Northern Nevada. Why did I think you were in Idaho? My goodness. Sorry. Thank you, Exo. I'm sorry, Kara. Is it Kara or Kara? Kara with a long A, or Kara with a short A? I had a friend in high school who was a Kara, but then I also had somebody that I worked with who was Kara. So, thanks, Inda. I'm so afraid right now. Okay, so mushrooms. If you have mushrooms growing in your garden, it means your soil is toxic. Is that true or false? Soil with mushrooms growing in it is toxic. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we got some good ones. Good try. Oh, we got a whole bunch. Okay, so Northern Washington. Man. Okay, so here we go. That is false. If you have mushrooms growing in your garden soil, that's actually a good sign because that means that you have a really good microbiome going on in your soil. And that means like matter is breaking down and composting. This is really good. One year I had wine cap mushrooms pop up everywhere because I laid down mulch, and I guess they came with it, and it was fantastic. It was really, really good. But we love to see mushrooms growing. We love that. We love it. We love it. Ah, it's okay. I think that's like the only one that you got wrong. So I think that's the only one. Okay, so the next one. Let's see. 17. If you have a pest that comes in, oh my goodness. I wish you guys could see what my kids are doing over here. It's hilarious. But anyway, so if you have something chewing on your plants, some plants do really well and recover even stronger afterwards. Is that true or false? What do you think? True or false? It's true. I like you, Inda. Oh, for goodness sakes. Ah, we got a lot of whole bunches of trues. Only some. Okay. Almost like natural pruning. Okay. Okay, so the question is definitely some plants, not all plants, some plants, okay? So there's always exceptions, right? Okay, so this one is absolutely true. Yes. So like zinnias, if you pinch those back and pretend like you're something nibbling on it and really chew it back there, they will end up having a whole bunch more blooms than normal. There's a lot of plants like that. Not all of them, again, but a lot of them do really well with having some nibbling on them. He's like, now is the time that we need to have this deep conversation. Okay, so let's see, next one. And then we're going to go into like a chaos section of questions like, oh no, is it true or false? We have no idea. Okay, let's see. Number 18, this is the last of the middle ground ones. If a plant wilts, it's because it needs water. So the question is, if your plant is wilting, it has to be because it needs water. True or false? True or false? This one might have been on the easy one, right? And the chaos section that's coming up next is not the hardest questions either, so I'm so excited. It could need coffee. Yes, it could need coffee. That would be me. That would be me. Although at this point, I'm almost singing on the live stream, so I don't need any more coffee right now. Okay, so the answer is no. Fiction, false. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, please give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it.
Mommy, I want to know Daddy and Happy Day. You see them?
I don't see them. I don't. Did they go outside? Well, why don't you ask your sister to bring you outside and see if you can find them, okay? You need shoes and socks on, okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so fiction. Sometimes heat stress can cause wilting. Sometimes lack of nutrients can cause wilting. Sometimes the plant needs coffee, apparently. No, water is good though. It needs tea if it's in England. I am loving this conversation you guys are having so much. Okay, so whoever said false to that one, Good job. Thumbs up. Well done. Plants thrive on coffee. I remember, I don't know if you guys watched this when it was out, but the New Adventures of Superman, was it Lois Lane and Clark Kent? Back in the 90s, they did it with like Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. They did a TV series, and it's like my favorite TV series of all time. I watch all of them every year, and my daughters love them too now. I'm such a nerd. Anyway, she would always pour coffee in her plant, and the plant just looked so bad. But I don't think that's true. I think if you give it coffee every once in a while, but if it's composted coffee is good. So thank you, Golden. I appreciate that. They work a 9 to 5. Love it. Okay, so here we are. We're into the more chaotic section of the questionnaires. So, okay. Why did I put this on here? Why am I talking about this on a live stream? I don't even know if I should ask this question. Is there a new Supergirl coming out? Ah. Okay, so here we go. Number 19. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Urine can be a fertilizer if diluted. Yeah, we're talking about pee. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I guess it was a gardening channel. You're going to end up talking about this or like poo at some point. It's going to happen, right? So like, where do you get your fertilizer for is it from the cows? I hope it's from the cows. Gatorade. You must have some strong plants. Okay, so the question is, urine can be a fertilizer if it's diluted. That's true. Yeah, that's definitely not diluted for sure. They're probably climbers. Okay, so the answer to this one, okay, so yeah, so the answer is definitely yes. So I have a gardener friend who actually, please know that this is not me. Please know that this is not me. Oh my goodness. But they save all of theirs. It also helps that he's a guy. It's easier for him. But they save all theirs, and then whenever they water their plants, they always dilute it and use that. And they've got a great garden, but I don't want to eat anything out of it. So anyway. Gets a bunch of the electrolytes. I'm going to go with yes, because at this point they're also drinking coffee and tea. So if the Gatorade is good for it in the first place. Okay, so, urea is nitrogen rich, but it needs heavy dilution and it needs to be used carefully. So there you go. I'm so glad you know who I mean, Kara. Okay, good. Okay. So number 20. Okay, here we go. This is a fun one. Beer traps catch slugs. So if you make a trap with beer in it, it will catch all your slugs. All the slugs to the bar. They see your spinach and they look at the bowl or whatever, I guess, of beer and say, forget the spinach, I want to go have a drink. Just slug husband though. Ooh. Kara's adding some nuance. I like that. Okay. Beer traps can catch the slugs. They are very attracted to the beer. Apparently, slugs are out there just getting sloshed often. Anyway, that's what they want. But it doesn't catch all of them. But it definitely, they are very attracted to it. So that we would say, yes, definitely make beer traps if you want to catch your slugs. And the more beer, the more beer out there, the more you're going to get the slugs. And then they drink too much. They die. They fall in. Yeah, they are heavy drinkers. Yeah. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, so next one, number 21. Too much mulch can cause rot in wet weather. So we're not just talking about trees now. We're talking about everything in the garden. If everything's buried in too much mulch and it gets wet, the weather gets wet, could it rot your plants? Right. Oh my goodness. Who knows what we're going to talk about next? If you go and drink beer and then does you being sick afterwards, does that feed your plants? Is that no? Anyway. Da 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 da. Yes, it is true. Too much mulch can definitely make your plants start composting themselves if the weather gets too wet. So don't bury your plants in mulch. Keep it 1 to 2 inches. That's all we want. And we definitely don't want them right up against the stems on a lot of them. So, okay, so here's one. Number 22. Cinnamon can help with soil mold on seedlings. Got a tray of seedlings, sprinkle some cinnamon on it. Will that keep away the mold? I had it down to size in college. I knew if I had 2 beers, I'd have to go to the bathroom. Every 2 beers, I'd have to use the restroom. That was my science that I knew. So, and now since being a mom, I have I used to. I'm not now that I'm on carnivore, but I used to have a little bit of eggnog or something, just anything, just that much, and I'm like, I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I am not a drinker at all anymore. Not at all. Not at all. Cinnamon helps everything. True. I do like cinnamon in everything. I think that should be a rule of life. Thank you. I'm so glad, Kara. Okay, so the question is, does cinnamon help with rot or mold on your seedlings? And absolutely yes. And it helps your seedlings smell amazing. So sprinkle that cinnamon on your soil where you're growing your seedlings, and mold will stay away. And it will smell amazing because cinnamon is the best. I love cinnamon. Also, I've heard that if you put cinnamon around the outside of sandboxes and stuff like that, your sand will keep or in your sand, it'll keep ants away from your sand too. I hope that, I don't think I put that as a question. So, oh yeah, absolutely. It does help with hunger too. Yes, makes everything taste good. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a good one because I know a lot of people talk about this. Okay, planting bananas in holes will help with bigger blooms. If you plant a banana under your seedling, you will get bigger blooms afterwards. Is this true or false? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Yes or no? True or false? Putting a banana skin in the hole before you put the seedling in, will it make it have bigger blooms? So random. It's the chaos section. That's a great reaction to this question, Clever. Drew morning until noon. Yes. It's my favorite way to use cinnamon. Only because of the nutrition. Let's see. Okay, so the answer is false. The bananas don't actually help because the bananas take so long to compost. The banana skins take so long to compost that the amount of nutrition and nutrients and potassium and everything that the plant would get from it isn't bioavailable really until after the plant is done doing its blooms. So don't plant the banana peel underneath thinking it's going to do great things, but do put the banana in the compost and then it will help with bigger blooms later on. It just takes too long. Yeah, that was kind of a tricky one, wasn't it? Like, pulled a fast one on you guys. Okay, so the next one. I wrote this down and I gotta think of a better way to say this. Okay, so ants. Yes, put it in your compost bin, but don't put it in the hole beneath your plant. So you're right. They did plant fish in the plant holes. Specifically, I think under corn, right? I think it was underneath the corn. Corn is such a heavy feeder. It is such a heavy feeder. And apparently a carnivore too because it likes fish. Thank you, EXO. Fish works. Okay, so ants farm aphids. So the ants will have like a farm. They'll be like the farmer taking care of the cattle, only it's aphids. What do you think? Yes or no? You can confirm the fish. Do you put it under your corn or do you put it under everything? Or do you just compost it? What do you do with the fish? Into a fish flower. I don't even know what that would look like. What would that look like, a fish flower? Oh, so you soak it in the water and then you pour the water around your plants. I see that. Okay. Oh, it's true if you try hard enough. We are doing a trivia quiz, fact or fiction. Do you think what I'm saying is true or false? Okay, so what was the question? Ants will farm aphids like cowboys taking care of cattle, I guess. So, is that true or false? Is it true or false? And the question is, yes, there you go. So the context is the quiz, and then it's mostly garden stuff. Some of the stuff is just silly that we're throwing out there too. So, okay, so the question, do ants farm the aphids? And this is true. It is absolutely true. You can imagine the ants as little cowboys and the aphids like little cattle, and they're throwing their lasso. No, the aphids will eat and chew on the plants, and they will create and they will excrete. We'll say that nice term instead of the other terms because we're getting crazy on here. They will excrete a sugary honeydew that the ants just love, and that's some of their favorite foods. So they will actually farm the aphids and make sure that they're protected and that they're doing well, and if they need stuff, they'll take care of them so they can get the excrement from the aphids. Ants are more productive than everybody in the world, though, I'm pretty sure. Are you guys gonna go play with blocks? Okay. Now, next one. I just want to imagine the ants wearing the cowboy hat, though. That's one of my favorite things. Okay, so number 25. Aspirin water can boost a plant's defenses. Is this true or false? Well, it's the middle of the night for you too, Inda, so Nobody's brain fires on all cylinders in the middle of the night. Although I imagine yours does better than most, for sure, because first of all, you're smart, and then second of all, you do this all the time, apparently, so your brain's probably really used to it. Wow, Constance, you're in it to win it on this one. You're like, true, 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 true. She's not backing down. Let's see. Okay, so does aspirin in water boost a plant's defenses? We're talking like immunity, not like, are they going to get a shield now? My son is playing with a balloon next to me, so there might be a random sheep balloon that goes past my face at some point. I apologize. Kira, hangover from the beer, yes. Kara, that was perfect. That was perfect, Kara. What is happening in the comments? Shield spots. I wish his shield was spawned. See, aren't you glad I clarified? Because, there'd be people confused about this. You never know with plants, right? They just surprise you sometimes. Okay, so this is a fact-ish. It mimics the stress response signals in the plant, so the plant boosts its immunity to fight it off, which is kind of like how it works in your body, isn't it? Like aspirin, when you take aspirin, it's not fixing your headache. It's actually just putting poison in your body, so your body goes, oh no, forget about the headache. We're not going to deal with that right now. We're going to take care of getting rid of this poison. And then your headache goes away because your body's like, no, get this out. You're welcome, EXO. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Oh, that's right. Hey, sweetheart, where's Daddy? Where's Jeremy? Oh, he's outside? Okay. He will be back, hopefully. He went outside with my daughter. She loves to be outside. She loves to be outside. I almost said her name. Okay, so let's see. Number 26. A copper penny in the soil boosts growth. Hey, Brandon. Good to see you. Hi. I do have Rexy with me because he was ready, and apparently he just went outside. So here we do have Rexy with me. And apparently Rexy has a baby that my daughter wanted you guys to see. This is Rexy's baby. Anyway, I'm surprised that this dinosaur has such a strong hold in my life. Oh. Okay, so a copper penny in the soil boosts growth. Is it true or false? True or false? Da-da-da-da. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh. Give a like, guys. If you could, please give a like. It's a conductor. I imagine there's going to be some good jokes now about that. It's a conductor. Okay, so this is actually false. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. That's the front yard, the backyard. My house faces weird ways. So anyway, so the copper penny in the soil does not boost growth. It is not consistent or a safe nutrient strategy. But I think that has been studied, and people are saying there's a lot of people who think that it will add trace copper into the ground, and the plants like that, but it's not a sufficient way to do it, and so it's not actually going to help. What you need to do in order to get those trace minerals of the copper to help your plants is actually just get like a trace minerals mix or fertilizer, because the copper is not going to do what it needs to do for what you want. And they need at least a buck. My goodness. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, sweetheart, could you work with him, please? Thank you. Okay, so next one. Let's see. Number 27. This one I know heavily from experience. Okay, so deer can get used to scare tactics. So this counts for like repellents. If you have any kind of repellents for your deer, they will eventually get used to it and it won't work anymore. Is this true or false? True or false? Here, hold on one second. There's a fussy toddler. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so deer will get used to scare tactics. Is this true or false? It is a conductor. And I have definitely messed around with the, have you guys heard of that strategy of where you take the stick and you wrap the copper around it and you stick it in the ground, and that kind of acts as like a fertilizer because it pulls energy from the air or something like that? I've messed around with it, but I haven't given it enough of a trial effort to really see if I believe that that's working or not. But yeah, he wanted to play with blocks with my daughter. He has his own blocks. She has her own blocks. And there was a issue of whether or not they should get mixed together or not. And they are being mixed together now. So, and now it's frustrating because who knows whose is whose. Anyway, okay, so can deer get used to scare tactics? And the answer is yes. Yes, they can. In fact, they can get so used to scare tactics that I can run at them myself and try to chase them away, and they don't really run away very much anymore. So the flash tape that flashes and tries to scare them away that way, it's not gonna work forever. The Irish soap is not gonna work forever. The deer spray repellent is not gonna work forever. Yeah, switch it up sometimes. Too bad. I wish. Okay, so if you guys have ever used like an airsoft pew pew thing, then that has been the thing that's worked the best for me. And I like that it doesn't hurt them really. It just kind of makes them go, whoa, I got to get out of here. So, because I don't want to hurt the deer. I don't want to hurt the deer. I like them. I just don't want them eating my plants. They have a whole forest. We live next to national forest, and they want to come eat my plants. But it doesn't make sense. The flowers are really pretty. Okay, so next one. Grass can steal water or nutrients from young fruit trees. True or false? Can grass steal water and nutrients from young fruit trees? Keyword here is young fruit trees. They just laugh at you, Constance. That's hilarious. Here we go. No, I don't think she's gonna really chase us far. I think I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit longer. Yeah. My dog doesn't even chase the deer away anymore. And I'm like, Crystal, what are you doing? Like, just go chase the deer away. That's your whole job. That's the whole point of her being here. Right? The project. Oh, they were doing a project the other day of, well, not they. My 2-year-old was doing a project of decorating my couch with a dry erase marker. So now I am an expert on how to get dry erase marker out of couches, if anybody ever wants to know. Oh my goodness. And he was so proud of himself. Oh, he thought it was a gift for me. So how do you get mad at a 2-year-old when they're like, see, I did this for you. I love you so much. Happy birthday. Every time. Yep. Okay, so grass does absolutely steal water and nutrients from young fruit trees. Yes. Older fruit trees, not so bad. Not so bad. We have some fruit trees out there that are like 20 years old, and they've got grass growing right up to them, and it doesn't bother them whatsoever. Okay, so here we go. We have some, this is more of like the truth bombs questions. So is it going to, anyway, you tell me, what do you think? Is this easier or harder ones? Thank you. I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you. So let's see. Number 29. Here we go. You can over fertilize and get leaves, but no fruit if you are on a fruiting plant. If you give them too much food, they will not give you any food.
Mommy.
Sweetheart.
How did taking my butt from me, adults? I didn't making open, Mommy.
She's making something for you?
I doesn't matter. I want them.
Why are you sad if she's making you something?
Adults, I'm taking my butt I'm making nutty.
Oh, man. Okay, well, why don't you tell her, say, please use your blocks and not mine. Make sure you say please. Okay. He is so good. He is so good. Okay. Yes. Okay, so too much nitrogen definitely equals a giant plant, no fruit. So don't feed them too much. I did that one year. I like heavily watered them from my duck pond, and the duck pond had a ton of really good compost from their droppings and everything in there. And I didn't get hardly any fruit that year because I had really just overwatered them with some nitrogen, high nitrogen water. It was very sad. I learned that one the hard way. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Next one. So I guess, let's see. Here you go. Because the other one didn't, I don't want to do that one. Okay, bottom watering seedlings can prevent the fungus gnats and damping off. So if you imagine the tray, right? Instead of watering on top of the seedlings, putting water under the seedlings will make so that there's no more, you don't have a problem with fungus gnats or damping off. Is that true or false? Oh, and the coffee grounds one is coming up. Oh, so if you again?
Yep.
Oh, did you say please?
No.
You didn't say please? Why don't you go try again and say please this time, okay? Please. Okay. Please is important. You take that with you? Okay. Can you say, this is my post? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, that is enough, sweetheart. That's enough. All done. Oh, you're just going to draw on that now? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so, sorry, I got a feral 2-year-old running around. Okay, so if you water under the plants instead of over the plants, you can reduce fungus gnats. Is that true or false? No, Inda. Oh, that's awful. And how do they always find the stuff like that, right? You have stuff out for them, and then you like hide the thing that you don't want them to get, and they always find the one that you don't want them to get. They have eagle eyes. Eagle eyes. Okay, so here we go. The answer is fact. Definitely keeps the top of the soil surface drier, so you don't have to worry about that fungus gnats or damping off. So that's really good. Water underneath.
I did this.
You need those?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You can have those. Okay, we're losing Rexy.
Heavy.
It's too heavy. Rexy is very big, isn't he? Say goodbye, Rexy. Goodbye. Okay. If you get there, I know it's random. If you guys are new here and there's a dinosaur on the screen, sorry. There is a reason for that.
Too heavy.
Still too heavy? Why don't you just carry him and then get the other one? Do 2 trips, okay? Okay. Okay, so next one.
I got an idea.
If you are wanting to grow new things in your garden,
Mommy, I got an idea.
you have to wait till spring to plant.
Mommy,
You cannot do it in the fall.
Mommy,
Is that true or false?
Mommy, I got an idea.
Oh my goodness. Sweetheart, I need you to go in the other room now, okay?
I need an idea.
Oh, what's your idea?
Honey stuff. I need them.
No, you do not need your sister's stuff. No, no.
But I need them right now.
If you want to plant new things for your garden,
Me too.
you have to wait for spring.
Me
Don't
too.
start in the fall.
Me too.
True or false? Yes or no?
Me too.
You too? You want to plant too? I know you do. You're my garden buddy, aren't you? Okay, this one is false. Plant. If you want to plant. And I could even be planting right now. As long as the ground isn't frozen, you can plant, especially if they're perennials. Don't plant a tomato out in the ground right now. But if you've got like a bare root fruit tree, you can put it out there. If you've got perennials like asters or even bulbs like garlic or tulips or something like that, you could totally plant in the fall for sure. They are good detectives.
Mommy, you hate always head.
Oh, that's awesome. What a good dad.
Mommy,
What a good brother. Go ask your sister, okay? Go ask your sister. Yep.
Oh, okay.
About the toys. Okay. Let's see. Next one. Let's see. If you want a healthy garden, this is one of my favorite ones. I hope you guys... Woohoo! Good job, Kara. Okay, so if you want a healthy garden and healthy soil, you should till it every spring or fall, I guess. Fall or spring. Once a year. You should till your garden once a year. True or false? Till your garden to have good soil. I hope everybody knows the answer to this one. I hope we know this. It's been pretty prevalent recently, the opinion on this. I can't see the answer. I'm about to give away the answer. Okay. Need one more answer. Yes or no? True or false? You need to till every year for healthy soil or a healthy garden. I'm sorry, Inda. Just what you need, right? More stress. You always do? Okay, so the answer, I'm sorry, Koki, is false. If you till your soil every year, the chances of weeds goes dramatically up, and you end up killing all the soil map that has been created over that year. So the soil microbiome maps itself out in your ground every year. it gets stronger and better. And if you till it, it breaks up all those connections and kills a lot of really good, like the worms and things like that. It can kill those. But a no-till garden becomes more fertile every year as long as you're adding compost to the top. But if you till it every year, it does not. That is not what you need to do in order to get a stronger garden. So it doesn't mean that you won't have a good garden as long as you're composting well. But you probably will have more weeds. But it is definitely not necessary to have a good garden to till. In fact, a lot of science is out now that shows if you don't till, your garden actually becomes healthier. So, you are shooketh. Actually, the first guy that I heard about no-till gardening was Charles Dowding, and he's actually from England, I believe. Is he from? He's from the UK, and he really did a lot of study on this, and he's got like this whole amazing channel. You should check him out. And he does so many experiments. He'll do a side by side. This is a tilled garden. This is a no-till garden. He'll grow the exact same things, and you can see it's really amazing. And just from the lack of weeds alone is mind-blowing and life-changing, I think, because weeds are the bane of our existence, right? So when you just add good compost on top every year, your soil gets healthy and less weeds, like drastically less weeds, which is fantastic. So, woohoo! And if you add tea bags on the top, it becomes British. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so, oh, you guys know this one. I'm not going to do that one. Number 36. If you don't have a sunny yard, you cannot grow food in your garden. So if you don't have access to full sun, you can't get food. True or false? True or false? So, if you have a shady yard, you can't grow food. Is that true or false? What is my favorite food to plant in a shady spot? But if I said that, then I'd answer the question for you guys. I can't answer that yet. Okay, we're just going to say it. Okay, it's false. They're cheating off you, Constance. They're cheating off you. You absolutely can grow food in shady areas. One example is, let's see, I have serviceberry does well in shady areas. Elderberry also does very well in shady areas. You can grow things like leafy greens and spinach. Root crops will do well in shady areas. There are lots of herbs that do well in shady areas, like mint will do well. I'm I'm losing my train. I can't think of any more. But there's some good ones. There's some good ones. Okay. Let's see. If they are old seeds, you can't use them anymore. I was looking through my seed packets the other day, and I had seeds from 2018. I think there was even one from like 2017, maybe. Like that, old seeds. Could I use those seeds and plant them or not? Any fruit trees? There are some fruit trees that will do well in shade. There are some fruit trees. What are they? Pawpaw does well in shade. Let's see. Yeah, most plants and most fruit trees will love full sun a lot more than shade. But there are some that do well even with shady areas. Some, not all. Definitely just some. Oh, I'm so glad that you're. Yeah, I probably, if I wasn't researching all these answers, if I didn't have the answers in front of me, some of these I'd totally get wrong, I'm sure. Okay. So if you have old seeds, don't plant them because they won't grow. Is this true or false? Old seeds won't grow. The answer is it does. It usually ends up getting so tall that it ends up in the sun for sure. Okay, so many seeds that are old will actually still grow. The germination rate goes down. So that's why don't till your garden, because when you till it, those seeds, even if they're like 7 or 8 years old, come up from under the ground and they poke their heads out and they see the sun and all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's time to grow. And then they do it. So that's one of the reasons why tilling is not the best. Okay, so next one. Here we go. You can have tons of flowers and still have poor pollination. Oh, baby's crying. I should probably go soon. There's like 2 more questions. If you have lots of flowers, you can still have poor pollination. Is this true or false? Lots of flowers, still poor pollination. So I think that we're talking about like if you have like fruit trees or blueberries or something like that, if you have flowers planted around there to pull the pollinators in, will your plants still get pollinated? Is that true or false? If you have lots of flowers, you can still have poor pollination. And the answer is true. So the answer is sometimes if you get really bad weather, during that brief moment where those flowers are open, the bugs won't come out and you'll still have poor pollination. Sometimes your flowers are blooming at the wrong time. So you got to make sure that your flowers are blooming at the right time to pull in the pollinators for those things that you want pollinated. So there you go. Yes, and you might have the wrong variety. So if you have lots of pollinators all around and you have a apple tree, but you don't have the pollinator for that apple tree, doesn't matter how many pollinators you have in the garden, you will not get pollination to fruit set. So, to set fruit, sorry. Okay. Oh, sweetie pie. Can you open up the gate, please? Thank you. Okay, so we got one more. Epsom salts can fix most garden problems. True or false? I know, right? Sweetie pie, there's people right here. Do you see the people? Yeah.
Nope, I don't see them.
Well, they're on there, I promise. Okay.
But I don't see.
They're there, I promise. Okay, so magnesium or Epsom salts will fix most garden problems. And the answer to that is false. It's only helpful if you really have a magnesium deficiency. Some soils have great magnesium, so you put in the Epsom salts, it's not going to change anything. The only thing it helps is if it has a magnesium deficiency. Ooh, that'd be awful. Right? Oh, okay. And if you have, let's see, neem oil is safe for pollinators. This is the last one. Neem oil is safe for pollinators. True or false? Neem oil is safe for pollinators. I hear a lot of people saying use neem oil if you want to get rid of pests. Is it safe? Because it's organic. It's just a plant thing. Is it safe for pollinators? Oh my goodness. No, she won't, sweetheart. She won't. Okay? She's actually my daughter. I know exactly what she's like. Okay, so the answer is false. Neem oil is actually really bad for like all the bugs. So if you are using neem oil and you're like, oh, it's safe for pollinators because it's organic and it's natural, it's not. It will definitely damage your pollinator population. So be careful with neem oil. Be very, very careful. And it can kill your plants if you are too heavy-handed with it. Use neem oil with caution. Caution, caution. Okay, I hope you guys got a lot of these right though. Do you guys know how many you got right or how many you got wrong? Does anybody know? Do you keep track? What should you use then? Parasitical wasps. That's what you need to use for your pests. Just have a really good ecosystem. If you've got birds, if you've got the parasitical wasps and all the really good beneficial insects, if you've got praying mantises and you've got high nutrition in your soil, if you've got lots of different varieties, then it should be good. I saw somewhere somebody said humans are the only creature that will cover their plants with poison so other things don't eat those plants, but then eat them themselves. So I loved that, and that kind of goes along with this. Also, I saw there's another phrase that is around, a healthy garden has bugs, and it's going to have pests. It's going to have it. But if you have a strong, healthy ecosystem, strong soil, healthy plants, even if they get pests, even if they get some diseases, and you're boosting that immunity in them just from natural defenses, you will end up with fruit and you will have good vegetables. And a lot of people say that if you have a fruit from a tree that has had a little bit of pest damage, the fruit's going to be a lot sweeter because it did have that immune response. It notices that there's that pest and it's going to shoot out some good immune responses to its fruit and to its branches and leaves, and it actually makes the fruit sweeter. So there we go. Constance. Okay, well, good job, guys. Proud of you. That's awesome. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you guys want to do this again, let me know. Check out my YouTube page. There's lots of videos going on right now. We're doing a whole lot of medicinal herb stuff, but I've got some good garden stuff coming out very soon too. But definitely hit the like button, please, and subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys so much. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.